Hello and welcome to the Garage of Luke channel. It is a slightly dismal and disappointing grey Tuesday morning, but I have brightened things up beautifully with my new Ferrari. Now, all jokes aside, you can probably tell that this is not in fact a Ferrari, but it's red, it's Italian, and arguably it's the closest I'm getting to a Ferrari for a very, very long time. Now this car, when it was offered in a WhatsApp chat that me and a few friends are in, I initially did not want it at all because I've never looked at the Alfa Romeo Mito and thought, that's a car I want to try. That's something I'll enjoy. In fact, it's not quite as bad as the Tigra in terms of how much I dislike it, but I just had never been interested in it whatsoever. It had never appealed to me. There was just nothing about it that I'd gone, yes, I want that. However, I then found out that it wasn't a lot of money. It was, in fact, I ended up paying £500 for this car. And it's £500 now with this bonnet, and as you can see, that has hurt the value a little bit, and it's why it was quite cheap. But more on that later, because this is not just any Alfa Romeo Mito. While it's not the Cloverleaf, the fast one with 170 horsepower, it is a Veloce 135, meaning it's got a 1.4 litre turbocharged multi-air engine, which is not quite powerful enough. Again, more on that soon, but it's quite good and it makes turbo noises. But not only that, if you come over here and see the car from the side, may I just draw your attention to the fact that it has got free spoke wheels. Well, free lots of two, but we will go with free spoke wheels. It came on these very, very rare factory option, which I adore. It's almost what sold the car to me because I saw it from the front with the paint and went, oh, and then I saw the wheels and thought that is fantastic. But wait, there's more, because in addition to the free spoke wheels, it's actually sitting on AP Racing coilovers that were fitted just a couple of thousand miles ago. They are effectively brand new, and they are going to be very important for what this car ends up doing as part of this series, which I very, very, very muchly am excited to show you, and I hope you will enjoy. But initially, we will continue to walk around the car. I like the silver mirrors. I think they're quite pretty. If we come towards the back end, you can see the Garage of Luke stickers. We don't have a Garage of Luke merch shop at the moment, but if you find my Instagram at Garage of Luke and shoot me a message, I can sell you some of these very cheaply and you can buy some. So please get in touch if you want one, because a few of you have been asking. You've seen the bonnet and the, we'll call it patina, let's say. That has also happened a little bit on the spoiler. Weirdly though, the rest of the car is in really quite good condition. The sides are good, the roof is good, the rear end is good, and as well as having heated seats, working air conditioning, it's got a DNA selector switch, which allows you to switch the drive modes, which is really cool. It's even got working rear parking sensors, which is very good because obviously I am a terrible driver and I might reverse into things. And they work, which is good. Moving round to the other side of the vehicle, I will show you a little bit more and I'll show you the interior as well. Because looking at this, again, it's quite straight, it's in quite good condition. The wheels, again, sit very well. And if I pop open this door, you will see the beautiful red carbon fibre effect interior. That's actually something I really wanted to do to one of my old cars. In fact, my first car, I wanted like red hydro dip carbon, but now I've got genuine, just factory red carbon, so that's worked quite well. Inside, it has got Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, it's got a really nice head unit, it's got a good sound system, it's got lovely black leather interior, and to be honest, I have driven it quite a bit. This isn't a, I've just bought it, let's see what it's like. I did buy this a couple of weeks ago, I have done over 1,000 miles in it, and I adore it. But enough about the interior of the car. We shall briefly move to the exterior before moving on, because we've got a lot to do and not a lot of time to do it. If you join me around the front, there is one other feature of this car that I haven't yet talked about, which is the fact it has an offset front number plate. Now that's quite funny because I used to have an Evo 10 which had an offset front number plate, and I once got pulled over by the police. Well, actually I got stopped at a car meet with them telling me that that was illegal, and I had to get a photo up of the Evo 10 that the police interceptors used with the offset front plate, and they still didn't really accept that as that's just how it comes from factory, it's legal. So I like an offset front plate because it always brings back that happy little memory of a car that I miss. Before we go any further, obviously this is going to be going on a road trip. In fact, it's actually going on quite a long road trip, all the way to the east of France because I really like hot air balloons and anything that flies, in fact. And I have decided that Addison, who is currently behind the camera, and myself will be going on a little jaunt down to Ononvol, I don't know how that's how you pronounce it, in the east of France, which is like a big hot air balloon festival that happens every 2 years. So I think that'll be quite entertaining, but obviously I need to make sure that this car, as much as I've driven it about a bit, is safe and will make it and won't leave us stranded in Europe, because that's really, really inconvenient, especially in France, because I don't speak French. Speak a bit of German, maybe one day that will come in handy, you never know. We are going to be taking this car down to my good friends at Auto Sportivo, who are going to give it a once-over for me and also help me fix one problem that I've identified, which is the fact it's got a clicky CV joint. So it does need a drive shaft, which I've got, and they're going to give it a once-over, check it, make sure that they're happy with it, make sure there's nothing really dangerous, because we have currently still got a few hours to hopefully fix that. But before I even take it to Auto Sportivo, I think I can do some fault finding myself to save them a job and save some time. Because today's episode is sponsored by my very good friends at Carly, who are offering you 15% off using the link in the description. Carly is a comprehensive OBD tool that allows you to perform diagnostics without paying expensive garage bills, as well as performing vehicle history and mileage checks and even accessing coding features. So to do the diagnostics on your car, you just need to locate the vehicle's OBD port so that you can diagnose, and then you can also take advantage of Carly's Smart Mechanic feature to potentially save you thousands on repair bills. This car does come over a little bit Italian here though, and we start to get an idea of its heritage, because to get to the OBD port in this, I just have to disassemble the entire car, which is fine. It's a lot easier in most other cars. And then I simply retrieve my Carly scanner and plug it in to the vehicle's onboard diagnostics port. So having connected the Carly scanner and switched the ignition on, I've selected my car in the very easy to use Carly app, and I have run some diagnostics, and the results are fantastic, because on here I have got one fault found in the body control module, and if I open it up, I've got unlock key cylinder switch signal stuck. That might be to do with the central locking or something, but the central locking works, so if that's the only fault, I reckon we're on to a winner. So that's the Alfa given a pretty much clean bill of health, and currently a very clean bill of health, because the Carly app even allows you to clear the issues in the car. Because I don't think that that issue, which should be an easy repair if it was a problem, is actually still there, I've got rid of it and I can always rescan to see if it comes back. But for now, everything's working. But it's not just the diagnostics and the very helpful Smart Mechanic features that can save you a lot of money that Carly offers. In fact, you can even do coding. You can code in features that your car might not have had from standard, including needle sweeps, different light functions, beep on unlock. It all depends on the car, and BMWs and Audis get a lot of customization options, which is why we're going to be demoing this with Addison's 118D. It's very much the same process again, however, it's a lot easier because being a BMW and knowing what BMWs are like, they do make the OBD port very easy to access for when you need to see what's blown up or gone wrong. You simply pop this open, like so, and then plug the Carly scanner in once again. So once you're plugged in, it is just a matter of doing the same thing again and selecting the correct car. Obviously this still says Mito because that's what we've just done, and that's no good for this car. So using Carly's very easy to use app, I simply hit that button up there, add new car, and BMW 1 Series 2010. It is a coupe, diesel, and there we are, car added. And now all I have to do is turn the ignition on and connect the scanner. So with the car connected up, the scanner talking to phone, phone talking to scanner, scanner talking to car, we now have the opportunity to go into the coding menu. And I'm going to hit check coding possibilities, wait for it to load, and it'll tell me what we can do to your car, Addison. This is my favourite bit. We've got 9 modules that can be coded using the Carly app. And I've gone straight for one, because one thing I noticed when I got in this car, when I was turning the ignition on and off, the ignition is currently off. I'm going to turn it on. There we go. And now I'm going to turn it back off again. And normally in a BMW, you get power windows for a minute or so, but there's nothing. I can't put the window up. I can turn that on though, using Carly's coding. So I'm simply going to go into the CAS menu, find power windows after ignition off, switch it to on, and hit agree, code now. Let's see if this works. Coding was successful. Turn ignition off and on. Ignition off. Ignition on. Window working. Ignition back off. Oh. Oh. That's better. That is very, very, very helpful. So that is one car diagnosed and ready for the trip. And Addison's car coded with a very important feature added thanks to Carly. If you want to get Carly and have access to all of this as well as their smart mechanic features, vehicle history checks, be able to check your mileage and make sure it hasn't been tampered with, you can get 15% off with code GOL15 or, as mentioned, by using the link in the description. So, with Carly having issued a clean bill of health on the diagnostic side, we headed to Autosportivo to get stuck into the physical side of things. And here we are at Autosportivo, and I'm here with Ant and Dan. And how excited are you for this?
Oh yes, very. I see you've got the typical Alfa Lacapille.
Yeah, designed by Pinin Patina. I think that's a throwback to Ethan. I think Ethan first said that. I have bought a bonnet, which we're going to fit later. So that was £35. I'm not going to say how much I paid for this car until we've had a chance to look around underneath it. So I want you guys to cast your eye over it. If there's bad news, I need it dishing out because, as you guys know, we are taking this to Europe.
An Alfa Romeo.
Yeah. Well, the last time I did that,
Yeah.
I didn't even make it out of Italy when I tried to drive an Alfa back from Italy. So that went well. So in 18 hours, we're going to be crossing the channel.
Really?
Yeah, in 18 hours.
In this?
In this.
And what if we find something drastically wrong with it?
Well, it's currently late morning. We've just got to fix it. We'll just fix it. It's fine. You guys are professionals. I trust you. I trust you endlessly. So, because what is it you do here? You do, is it all Italian cars or?
What do we do, Dan?
Fiat Coupes is Ant's favourite. Yeah.
There are a lot of Fiat Coupes knocking
Yeah,
around.
we do a lot of Fiat Coupes.
Yeah.
A lot of these, to be fair, and Abarths, anything Italian. You know,
Yeah, mostly. Apart from Maserati.
Apart from Maserati.
we will not touch Maserati.
You won't touch Maserati.
No.
Was there a bad experience there or
Yes.
just? Oh, okay. So, and you guys are based in Bedfordshire.
Yep.
So, but come from all over the UK, all over Europe.
Yep.
Because you guys are the best at what you do. Or so I've heard. Hopefully you're not about to write this car off.
Nah, we just wing it, don't we?
Right, shall we get it up into the air, I think, because we can see the bodywork's terrible, and see what we're dealing with. And there we go, one car up. Here is the front.
I can't see any engine oil leaks.
I was going to say, as you'll know, I'm quite used to BMWs.
Yeah.
And I've never put a BMW in the air and seen a dry engine or a dry sump. This looks suspiciously not wet.
Normally they leak from those sump plugs, don't they, Dan?
Yeah.
That's common.
Okay.
But that's dry. That's
That's
really
not
good.
leaking.
Engine oil-wise, it's good.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's a good start.
Obviously, you've got the filter. That's the
Yeah,
oil filter oil.
Yeah.
That always happens when you chain them.
yeah, okay.
The gearbox is a bit wet.
The gearbox is a bit soggy. And I have noticed just under here that obviously the drive shaft is not good. There's been a bit of a CV leak. So we'll have to sort that out. That looks quite new. So it's got a new lower arm-ish,
Has.
Yeah.
I like how they replaced that one, but
not
this
that one, which is the one that we need to take off to do the, yeah.
Braided lines.
Braided line.
Braided lines?
Yeah.
Really? It's got braided front brake lines. I didn't even notice that. That is nice. She's ready for the track. The discs look good and the pads look like they've got lots of life in them.
So you want us to like
good.
guess after how much you paid for it?
There's no under tray.
I would say, okay, that devalues the car. Yeah, I would say guess how much I paid for the car.
Okay.
Based on the fact it's got no bonnet paint and
Yeah.
the CV joint is clicking.
Yep.
But it does have AP racing coilovers and, as we now know, braided
brake
lines. And the exhaust is,
Why is there
I mean, that'll all go at some point.
Can we
Yeah.
ask questions about like the car itself?
Yes.
So when you bought it,
Yeah.
was it a write-off?
No.
It wasn't a write-off.
No, it's
okay.
HPI clear. Either
It's not. It's had a new bumper, or it's
maybe. Or they just put the plug there for us so I can just pop them in if I need them.
Yeah, I mean, wishful thinking.
Chassis
Maybe.
legs are straight. That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
unlike me.
subframe. These normally corrode.
Okay.
They normally corrode around here,
Yeah,
and then basically you hit a big pothole,
yeah.
they break, and then you
Oh.
yeah, I've seen it
Oh,
so
God,
many
that'd be really
times.
bad.
So that looks all right though.
Okay.
But always keep an eye around this area
Maybe
when buying one.
Yeah, maybe I'll wire brush it and just treat it so it
Yeah.
doesn't go.
But I've seen it on other Mitos and stuff as well,
Yeah.
and the Puntos. The
Okay.
Abarth Puntos have got the same subframe.
Right.
Basically, this is a Punto underneath as well.
Okay.
I have just noticed something.
What?
Someone's put the gearbox mount on the wrong way round.
Have they?
Yes.
Oh. Does that mean it'll be putting weird pressure on the gearbox? Because it's quite hard to get it into reverse.
No, that's just the gearbox.
That is just the gearbox.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it hard to get it into first as well sometimes?
First is usually fine.
Is it?
Yeah, reverse is, it's like a Mark 7 Fiesta,
Yeah, it crunches.
where every 5th time you try for reverse, it sounds like Chewbacca in a Tesco car park.
Well, if you've done 1,000 miles in it already, you're gonna get to Europe fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I
They're
mean,
not bad cars at all.
no, I mean, like the floor and stuff all looks really good.
Yeah.
But obviously there's factory underseal on there, so you can't see everything, but it looks quite nice.
You know what?
It's
Like
been painted.
the earlier cars, like the Puntos and stuff, they always used to rot on the seals and stuff. They got it right with this.
Yeah.
However, the subframe is rot now, and not the floors.
So they fixed one problem, but then
yeah.
another arrived.
Yep.
Yeah, that does sound that sounds like any manufacturer really. And then moving towards the back, obviously coilovers and stuff like that. I've noticed that the outer skin on the exhaust back box
That's
does
common.
Yeah, it's
Does that rattle when you're
separated.
driving?
I've not heard it rattle. It might rattle. But the thing is, one thing I was really surprised about, which I
Yeah.
didn't think was going to be, on this car, I expected it to be really tinny and
Yep.
cheap.
Yep.
And inside, I genuinely think this is built better than the equivalent Fiesta. Like, I actually think it's a much more premium, and it's quite quiet inside.
Yeah.
Like, it's comfortable, the seats are nice, the interior's nice, and it feels really well built, which I didn't expect.
Alfa Romeo.
I was genuinely shocked.
Did this come with it as well? These shocks and springs?
Yeah, that it
did?
came on the coilovers. All I've done
Yep.
is I have fitted a cone filter. I had one spare, so I bought a little joiner and I put it on because it makes choo-choo noises.
It's actually not bad, is it, under here?
It's not
It's quite
bad.
good.
Yeah, probably be a good idea to put some sort of protection on that while it's still solid, I guess.
Yep.
You are quite right.
Otherwise, what's the mileage on it?
89,000. It was on 88,000 when I bought
Yeah.
it. For me, that is a low mileage car. Bear in mind, these wheels as well, these free spokes.
Yeah, they're
I
quite
really like
rare.
them.
Yeah,
I noticed these when you pulled up. They're really nice.
yeah, they are not.
I'm gonna
New tyres as
go.
well.
Brand new budgets all round.
Ditch
And they were on
finders.
it when I go, ditch
They are
finders.
ditch finders.
Yeah, that'll become important later in this video
Where did you
series.
find it? Marketplace? Or?
No, I got offered it by a friend of mine.
Okay. I'm gonna say £1,200.
Yeah, I was going to say it's hard to get a car for less than £1,000 this day and age. So, 1,000.
500.
£500.
£500.
Gee.
Really?
Yeah.
And you've done 1,000 miles on it
I've done
already?
1,000 miles on it. And I've bought a replacement bonnet for £30 in the right colour. I mean, it might not be the right colour. It might have faded in a different way. We'll find that out later.
I think that's pretty cheap.
You reckon?
Yeah, you can sell that engine and gearbox alone for £1,000.
Oh, really?
The wheels, what,
Wheels.
£600-700 for these wheels?
Oh, wow.
Definitely.
They're kind of after sort, these wheels.
Yeah.
They should be diamond cut.
Yeah, because they've been refurbished, but
Yeah.
not diamond cut
But
at
I
some
mean,
point.
you'd get your money back for the wheels alone.
Oh, wow.
And those engines, because they're multi-air,
Yeah.
the multi-air unit itself, you'd be able to sell second-hand for £500.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now, when a part off of a car is worth a lot of money when it's working,
Yeah.
that does usually suggest that they sometimes don't work. And that's
That's
why they're worth a lot of money when they work.
That's right.
Is the multi-air unit a potential issue?
Yeah.
Okay.
So common on these to fail, aren't they, Dan?
I don't like the
I've
phrase so
changed-
common.
I've
That
changed
worries me.
2 or 3.
Yeah. And then basically, it's one of them things where if it's been looked after, regular oil changes, and the multi-air unit filter's been changed,
Yeah.
they're quite reliable.
Okay.
But if they've been neglected, like a lot of garages don't even know about the multi-air unit filter.
And yes, I read somewhere that people just never change them
No.
because it was not specified by the manufacturer, was
And
it?
it
That
lives
they need to be done.
behind the timing belt cover.
Yes.
So you've got to remove all that to get to it. And a lot
Okay.
of garages don't even know it's there. Okay, isn't it?
It's not too bad, is it?
No, it's not bad.
I'm quite happy about this. So, you reckon I'm all right to go to Europe in it?
Yeah. If you've done 1,000 miles in it already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it should be
It's not
okay.
getting any
Yeah.
worse.
Okay, brilliant stuff. Well, thank you very much for having a look around under it and giving me some confidence that it will make it.
But it is an Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, I know. And I don't have good history with Alfa Romeos on the continent.
You got breakdown cover? Or
Yes,
turbo?
yes, I have.
European?
No. The trick is, if you break down in Europe, just cut your losses and fly
Leave it
home.
there.
Yeah, leave the car. You can't see anything under here that says, we need to sort this before you go away.
No.
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 Subframes both look good.
Yeah.
Wheels look good. Tyres look good. Well, for what they are.
Honestly, I'm shocked. I was expecting far, far worse. In theory, should be ready to just drive home and I'll just finish some other bits before we go.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, guys. And obviously, if people want to find you, where can they find you?
Instagram, Autosportivo Bedford. We've got a YouTube channel, Autosportivo Bedford. Just Google us, and anything Italian car related, we're the actual. I'd say we're #1 in the UK.
Yeah. Right. Well, honestly, Ant, thank you so much.
It's all right.
Dan, I think you've got the job
Yeah.
of this drive shaft. So let's crack on with that. We'll whiz through that, and then hopefully we can get home and get the car, other little bits finished, ready to go tomorrow. Fingers crossed. There we are then. We are back from Autosportivo, and the car has also been given a pretty good mechanical and underbody clean bill of health, and we have sorted out that small drive shaft related problem. There are a few bits I want to do now we're home, and one of those does involve the badges, because the badges on this car are not good. That one's really faded, the wheel centre caps are really bad, but I've got a solution for that. A pick tool that I actually left in the car from when I thought about doing this the other day, and then remembered, obviously, I should wait until we're filming. And badges. So all I've got to do is remove that front badge and pop this one on. I have watched a guide, and apparently these have just been overlaid, so I just ping that off like so. Oh yes. There we go. Oh, fantastic. Look at that. And then all I need to do is take this sticky off and stick the new one on. I'll go and get some stuff to do that. Now I've got some tar and adhesive remover so that I can just get rid of the rest of the remnants. Withdraw the new badge, brand new badge. And then lining it up as best I can. Oh, I don't even need to. There's a little slot milled into it. That's better. Now let's do the back. Et voila. Brand new badges. Now, centre caps. So, centre caps. Now, these are very easy to just pop out when the wheel is off, but I don't need to have the wheels off anymore. So, I don't really want to go to the effort of taking the wheels off the car just to remove the centre caps. Now, you can drill a hole in them and use a pick tool to just pull them out, or I've just put a screw in a drill, and it's in there nice and firm. I'm going to see if my little idea works, which is simply to drill in a little bit. There we go. And pull out. Sure, I'm not the first person to do that, and I'm sure I won't be the last, but sometimes my genius is frightening. So, with centre caps removed in the best way I've ever done it, I have now got the new ones, which I had just said to Addison, I hope are the right size, because I have obviously destroyed the old ones in removing them, so they are not going back on. So we'll be honest, there has been a little bit of bodgery, because the centre caps, which might have been from AliExpress, didn't really fit properly. But used a heat gun and left the little spring clip in and just let them push out a little bit naturally. They pop in. 3 more of them to do, and then badging is done, and we can make quite a big change to the car. Now this bit I'm excited for, and I've once again drafted in everyone's favourite, my dad. How you doing?
All right, you?
I'm not bad. I'll be glad once this is fitted.
Don't scratch it.
I won't scratch it, it's fine. I'll put
Right.
it down on a rubber mat. The bonnet that we're putting on isn't exactly mint, but the one that's coming off is far, far worse. I've disconnected the washer pipe. Well, I say I've disconnected the washer pipes. Dad disconnected the washer pipes. And hopefully this should simply remove.
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Well, hey, one bonnet off. We are the wrong way round.
No, put it on like that, actually.
Yeah, we'll put it on like that. That'll go well. Ah,
Magnet's got.
right. Got it? Oh, yes. Right.
Okay.
In theory, should be tight. Oh. The answer to that question is not on this side.
Just very slightly.
Oh, that looks all right. It's only a slightly different colour, which is good. Lovely job. Well, thank you, Dad.
It's all right.
So, there we go. One car finished. New bonnet, centre caps. I've checked the wheel torques, I've washed it, everything is done. Now all that's left for us to do off camera is nip out, grab some essentials for the trip, fill it with fuel as well, because it's probably quite important that we do that because we've got such an early start tomorrow, and quite frankly I can never be trusted to wake up on time, so it's one less job for the morning. And then we will be heading over to Eastern France for the massive hot air balloon show. It's the first time I've driven one of my own cars abroad in years. Genuinely years. I've driven demonstrators when I worked at Ford over to France. I've driven cars when I've, worked with previous companies. For I think like 5 years, the first time I've taken one of my own cars. Funnily enough, we will be taking it somewhere else that I've never taken one of my own cars, because after we've been to the hot air balloon show, we will be going somewhere quite exciting and quite interesting. We will be going to the Nürburgring. So catch us in the next video where we will be taking this car all the way over to France, and I will be most likely missing a ferry by waking up too late and then heading to the Nürburgring to finish off and see just what this little £500 Alfa Romeo is capable of. Catch you next time.